Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video with Brooklyn B. How are you this wonderful, wonderful Monday morning? It is June 14th, 2021. So let's get started. I want to talk about Falynns' interview, okay, about her and Simon's relationship and how she feel about Portia and Simon being engaged and planning 3 weddings, the whole shalon, okay? So the interview, Falynns was stating that when she found out that Portia and Simon were together, she found out like everyone else through the news media, through blogs and people calling her. She also stated that when Simon filed for a divorce, and as I'm going to just say it in layman's terms, she said that she felt that her and Simon were working their marriage out. Okay? She said she found out that Simon filed for divorce just like we found out. She said people started calling her on the phone. It was in the media. And, Simon's lawyer called her and said, Simon has filed for divorce. You need to come and check out your prenup so we can get this started. And she said she was like, we're at a good place. She said, I never thought that we were at a place that we were going to get a divorce. She said, so she called Simon and Simon said to her, oh, I filed for a divorce a month ago, which would have meant that he filed for a divorce in December of 2020. Because she said she found out in January that he filed. So that means he would have filed in 2020. Okay? He said, I will call off the dogs now because we're working on our marriage. So let me call off the dogs. Okay? Now, my personal opinion, he was with Portia because Falynns said that he had been out of the home at that particular point for 2 months. But they were going to counseling, marriage therapy, and they were working on their marriage. She said she had a plan for her family, okay? And she said she was devastated and hurt because he never canceled the divorce. He went forward with it. Now, she also said that she did not blame Portia and Simon for what was going on. Now, I have a problem with that because she carried herself like a lady. She was not tit for tat. She was not vengeful. She was not spiteful. She did not call them names. She carried the interview well, which I believe she was coached on what to say. Because any woman that's in that situation is going to be very, very, very upset and scorned. Okay? You're not going to get up there. And just basically, I'm not going to say praise them, but she let the world know that this is bothering me. She let the world know that, she basically still loves Simon. Not basically, she do. She loves Simon with everything. She loved hard. And she said that she was just broken down and she was surprised. And she did not blame them because nobody at the end of the day had that power to take a marriage from anyone. It's her and Simon's fault. She took responsibility for what Portia and Simon is doing. She blamed herself and she blamed her and Simon. I have a problem with that because Portia does have a big role in that. If anyone thinks that Portia is not in Simon's ear, guiding Simon and telling Simon what to do, you're sadly mistaken. Anytime a man has a mistress and he's outside of his marriage, that woman is in his ear because she wants to keep him. She wants to keep him in her view and under her control because she does not want him to go back to the wife. Again, like I said in my previous videos on this topic, of course, me and Falynns are in 2 different categories. She's rich, I'm not, but we're both women. And the same exact situation that Falynns is going through, I went through. Husband was gone, living with another woman. I didn't know about it, and I found out. Everybody else knew but me. He got engaged to her shortly, within a month's time frame, just like Simon did with Falynns. But I was very scornful, right? But I did not go out of my way to hurt them. But when people asked me questions, I gave them the right answers. I did not play it down. I did not sugarcoat anything. And I feel like a lot of that interview, she sugarcoated. And when I say sugarcoated, she told the truth, but she held back. A lot of times, people don't want people to know everything that went on in their marriage, but there's no more marriage. Okay? They're getting a divorce and it's time to be honest. And the reason why I say that is because I'm not saying she wasn't honest. She answered his questions. But I feel like she could have told more, because a lot of women are looking at Falynn and they are admiring her strength, but they need some guidance on how to get out of it. She's not the only one going through this situation at this particular time. Her and Simon were together for 5 years. They took a break for 9 months. He proposed like 2 or 3 times during this time, because they weren't married. But she said altogether they've been together 5 years, okay? She was saying that her therapist asked her and Simon, their marriage counselor, Simon, have you ever cheated on Falynn during this marriage? Now, I don't know where people are getting on the blog saying that she said she don't think he ever cheated. That's not what I heard. She said that he said, when the interviewer asked Falynn, well, do you think he ever cheated? And then she said, well, my therapist, our marriage counselor, asked the same question. She asked Simon, did you ever cheat on Falynn during your marriage? Simon said, if Simon wants to get caught, then Simon will get caught. He cheated. Instead of her just coming out saying, yes, he's cheated on me, don't go around the question. Yes, he cheated. He's an avid cheater. He's a serial cheater. He cheats. That's what he does. I don't know if when he got with her, he had a wife or whatever was going on, but Simon cheated on her through the marriage. She should have just came out and said, yes, he cheated. And let other women know, you don't have to take this. You're worth more. You are valued higher than that. Don't let a man disrespect you. She said she wants to have a relationship with a man who's not rich in the future, just a man who's going to love her and respect her. Because this man, besides this situation, he has disrespected Falynn to the thousandth power, okay? I was going to say the 100th, but the 1,000th power. He has disrespected her. And it's in the media. It's in the cameras. It's in the blogs. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere, okay? Other women are humiliated as well, but it's not all over the world. It's in their little group, their little town, their little city, And I just thought she could have spoke on it a little bit more. She answered his questions. She did a good job answering his questions. But I think that she should have spoke out a little bit more, because at the end of the day, this is mental abuse and this is emotional abuse. Okay? That's abuse. And women a lot of times don't want to speak on it, because a lot of times you don't know that you're being abused, She said that she felt like Simon just gave up. And I got the impression that she was basically feeling sorry for Simon. And because she still loves him. And she said that she loves Simon and she loved hard. She didn't say that she did not love him anymore. She said, I love Simon. And I love Simon hard. I gave Simon all I had. And I want somebody to love me back. So she could not have felt love in the marriage, because it ended too soon. And he went on too soon, okay? Now, Simon has made it clear that he did not want her talking, that he was going to go after her assets if she talked and if she said anything to harm him and Portia. And I believe that's why Falynn held back. I believe he intimidates her, and I believe she's afraid of what Simon can do, And that's a form of abuse. She needs to be able to speak out and tell her truth. They're saying that she told her truth, but it's a lot more to it. It's a lot more to it. She doesn't blame Portia and Simon for the relationship breakdown. Okay, Portia may not have been involved in it from the beginning when it started breaking down, but she's involved in it. Falynn is saying she doesn't blame Portia. She blamed herself and Simon, because nobody has the power to come between a husband and a wife. That's not true. I know a lot of times we say it's up to the people in the marriage to keep it together. Don't let outsiders in. But the Bible says, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Now, he does not join everybody together. He definitely did not join Falynn and Simon, because if he did, this to me would not have happened, because they would have both been God conscious, and they could have fought a little bit better. She said she's spiritual, she meditates, he does his meditation, but something was missing. Because he said, let no man put asunder. Okay? That means don't let no man come in and put asunder. So that means people can come and they can asunder. What God has joined together, let no man break up. That means they are able and capable to destroy your relationship. Don't ever think that someone can't come from the outside and break up your home. A thief can break in your house and steal your stuff and kick your door in, break your windows out. A woman or another man can destroy your relationship, because at the particular time that she found out about the divorce, her and Simon were working on their marriage, according to her. They were going to counseling, according to her. He wasn't in the home, but they were working on the relationship. Someone was in his ear. That someone was Portia. If you think out there in YouTube land that Portia wasn't in Simon's ear and Simon made these decisions on his own, that's not true. Women are in your ear. If you are a woman and you have a man and you're cheating with, he's in your ear. Because they want to keep you. They want to keep you. You know, Falynns looked beautiful. She carried herself, like I said, tastefully and tactfully. And I think she could have told a little bit more without losing her classiness. I think she should have went into a little bit more into depth. You know, don't take responsibility for somebody else's actions. She's saying she blames herself. Do not blame yourself for someone else's actions. You cannot keep a man. He's his own individual. He makes his own decisions with encouragement, because when you're in another relationship outside of your relationship, you have encouragement, whether it's from your mother, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt, or your lover. They're siding with you, so they're giving you encouragement. Don't go back. Go back. Don't call her. Don't do this. I know. I've been through the same exact thing that Falynns is going through. And if any woman out there be honest, you all know that when your husband or your boyfriend cheat on you, the other girl is involved. She's talking. She's in his ear, giving him all kinds of wrong advice because she don't want him to come home. My husband, ex-husband, was doing the same thing that Simon was doing, calling me, trying to come home. He hadn't been there. We was working on it. He had a girlfriend. Next thing I know, he wasn't calling, no phone calls. He didn't want counseling. Same thing that Simon did. How you go from filing for a divorce to telling Falynns, oh, I've been filed for that divorce. I'll call and cancel it. I'll call and cancel it. That's what he told her. She found out in January. He tells her, oh, I'm going to call and cancel. I've been filed for that divorce a month ago, which would have been December 2020. I'll call the dogs off. Let me call the dogs off. Never called the dogs off, because when he hung up the phone, somebody was in his ear, which was his girlfriend. And that's where he was at. January, Valentine's Day, he went out of the state to another country, I think the Caribbean, Mexico somewhere. He was with Portia. I don't care what nobody say. She was in his ear. She did not want to give up that lifestyle. They have a private jet, all kinds of monies and cars and stuff. She don't want to. Portia don't have that. Portia don't have that. And a lot of times you're on the outside looking in. You think the grass is greener on the other side. Falynns had all them things. She looked to be in a better position than Portia, but she was going through abuse in her home that did not come out until this situation came about. And a sad thing about it is she found out like the average person. People calling her and in the news media and in the blogs. Simon filed for divorce, didn't even tell the girl. His lawyer calls her and tells her, you need to come and check on the prenup. Simon filed for divorce. He couldn't even tell her. They in counseling. She says since this situation has happened, she's had to go see a psychiatrist and therapist and get some help. It's mental abuse. Portia and Simon are putting her through mental and emotional abuse, and that's wrong. And I think she should have spoke out on it, not just about her and Simon's divorce and the situation, but the abuse of it, and let women know if you're going through this, you are being abused. Men, if you're going through this, you're being abused. And she don't have to take it. She stated she still loves Simon. And the thing that she's going to miss the most were their boys. Okay? Simon's handicapped children. That's who she was referring to. And she cried over those boys. She really loves Simon. She still does, and she loves the children. Simon could care less because he left her and her boys. So there was a level of love for her, but Simon never loved her. He never loved her, because you love someone, you can't walk off and leave them destitute and leave her with her children, but she's crying over your children. She's not just crying over Simon's children, she's crying over Simon. That's who she's crying over. She's crying over Simon. She said these children know exactly who Portia is, and she feels that they are confused, and she can't love them. She can't give them comfort. She can't tuck them in at night. I don't know how old these children are, because you can have disabled children, but you don't have to tuck them in at night. So I don't know how severe they are or how old they are, but she said she misses tucking them in at night. She's going to miss planning their birthday parties. She's going to just miss having Christmas with them, going on vacation with them, because they were her children. They were her children, even though she did not give birth to them. She is loving Simon. And I believe firmly that if Simon took her back today, she would take Simon back. She said she signed a prenup because it made Simon happy. That's why she signed a prenup. She said she never wanted Simon's money. It wasn't about that. She fell in love with Simon. And she thought that Simon loved her. She said she don't even know the man that she married. She thought she knew her husband. And that's another point I want to make out to people. When you marry someone, you do not know another person's heart. I don't care how long you've been married to someone. If a person is nice to you for 40 years, that's just their personality and their characteristic. But at that particular point, you still don't know what's in someone's heart. The heart is deceitful. Only person that knows somebody's heart is God. You can think you know someone. Oh, I know they move. I know what they're going to do. And sometimes you're right. That still is not reading their heart. That's reading their actions. It's a difference. It's a difference. Reading someone's actions and reading their heart and knowing their heart is two different things. Oh, I know what he's going to say when he called me. I already know his reaction. I know what he's going to do. I already know what she's going to do, what she's going to say. Wait till I see her. She's going to do A, B, and C. Those are actions. You still don't know what's in someone's heart. People get married all the time and their husband wind up killing them 6 months later, 3 months later, a year later. I said that backwards. 3 months later, 6 months later, a year later. Okay? They was at the altar declaring their love for you in front of everyone. But they kill you and their children because you don't know what's in someone's heart. You cannot judge someone by their actions. You can't say, oh, he loves me. He treats me very well. She treats me very well. Those are actions. Only God can reveal the heart. That's it. I've heard people say, oh, he got a good heart. You're looking at the outward appearance. God looks at the inside. He looks at the inner man. She thought she knew Simon. She said she did not know her husband. She thought she knew her husband. And she did not know her husband. Okay? And it's just sad that everything is going on. It just broke my heart. She cried and she was really, really you can see that she's just so hurt. She's so distraught that she has to see a psychiatrist, because this situation can really break you down and it can run you crazy. I've been there. It can really make you think, wow, what is wrong with me that he would do this to me? I thought he loved me. You know, I thought this man really cared about me, and he is humiliating me in front of everyone. Simon and Portia should be ashamed of themselves. Portia, being a woman, should be like, I can't do another woman this way. I don't care what he has. If you like me, because she's saying they weren't friends. If you want to be with me, take care of this first. Let's not sneak around. But at the end of the day, it's a code of ethics. You don't do stuff like that. You knew her. Okay? You were in her pool. You hung out with her. Now you're just discarding her like a piece of trash. Portia was not this girl's friend. She thought Portia was her friend. Okay? Before I go, she even said that Simon talked her into getting on the Housewives of Atlanta because he thought that it would help her grow. It would help her. She was giving him reverence. Okay? She was talking about him like he was just an awesome man. He was her knight in shining armor. She's still madly in love with Simon, and it's sad because Simon has moved on. I'm not saying Simon don't care about her. If he had any love for her at all, then he still cares for her. His actions are showing that he doesn't, but we don't know what's in his heart. We don't know. A lot of times you can't go by action. Now, is it okay for him to have an affair? No. And that's why the Bible says if your spouse has an affair, you can divorce because you broke the covenant. You broke the covenant. You may still love that person and you cheated, but they can divorce you because you broke the covenant. Okay? That's if you go by the Bible. That's if you go by the Bible. You don't have to get a divorce. You can work it out. Me personally, I don't want to be with someone who cheats on me. I just don't. I just think it's the lowest form of disrespect. It's the highest form of disrespect that you could throw at somebody besides spitting in their face. You know? And I just think that she acts like Simon had her best interest at hand. And I just don't see all of that. I don't. He made her sign a prenup. He's sending her away with $50,000 and some money from some land. He didn't even tell her about the divorce. The same thing that I went through. I didn't get no land. I didn't get $50,000. But I was surprised with the divorce. And then they served me. I didn't even know he was getting a divorce. I knew he had a girlfriend because I was told. Next thing you know, I'm going on out the door to work, and I get hit with a divorce paper from the sheriff. That breaks a person down. That breaks your self-esteem down. This woman going to have a lot of work. She has a long road ahead of her. She's looking forward to doing some other things in her life, but she has a long road ahead of her because it's messing with her mental and her emotions, and it's just sad. She's now wanting to date a man who has no money. She said when she meets someone, she wants somebody who has no money because women go after men who have money. But women go after men who don't have money because my ex didn't have a dime. Had nothing. So it depends on what a woman wants and what a man is willing to allow. Because it says let no man put asunder. So it's your responsibility as well as the married couple to keep people out. And then people should not be coming for marriages to destroy them. You know? Because what goes around comes around. Portia is going to be doing that same interview. If she makes it out alive, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Things just, when you get paid back, it's always worse. It's always 10, 20, 30 times worse than what you put out. Always. It's always worse, you know? So I know this video was all over the place. I tried to touch bases on everything in the interview. I hope I didn't leave anything out. I'm trying to think. I think I hit on everything. I think I did. But the interview is on YouTube. It's posted. That the actual interview has been uploaded several different times to YouTube. So you can find it on YouTube if I've left anything out. And I want to show you all my shoes today. I have a nice little old snakeskin dress. These are my shoes that I'm wearing. Little tassels. Here's a gladiator sandal. Okay, little tassels. And zips up in the back. Okay. And my dress, I'm going to try to show you all. It's a midi dress, but it's one of the flowy tent dresses. So I'm not this wide. It's a tent dress. Okay. And it's snakeskin pattern. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to say vielen Dank. That's thank you very much in German. So vielen Dank for watching me. And choose, that's what? That's bye in German.